Our next film is the Don't Date Strangers thriller called Fear. And what an inspired title that is, and what a trashy movie, too. It's about a teenage girl from Seattle who has just moved in with her divorced dad, his new wife, and she befriends a strange young man in town who has already helped her violate one curfew. He comes over now to pick her up for a second date.
Nicole!
Yeah?
Get me a Coke.
Okay, I'll be right there.
Hey, thank you. You almost ready?
That's Mark Wahlberg, the former rapper, as the creep, and Reese Witherspoon as the daughter. He turns her on, but turns off her dad, played by William L. Petersen.
I know about things coming apart at work. I also know you ain't keeping up, so to speak, your end of the bargain with the missus. But relax, Steve. We're friends. We're practically family.
But the third act of the film is pure mayhem, as the creep and three of his even creepier thug buddies come looking for vengeance at William Petersen's home.
It all could have been different, Mr. Walker. You should have allowed nature to take its course. In the end, it will anyway. So let me alone!
I was shocked that Fear was made by the fine filmmaker James Foley, and get a load of his credits. Edgy pictures like At Close Range, After Dark, My Sweet, and also Glengarry Glen Ross. This film, Fear, is not worthy of his talent or your attendance.
I completely disagree with you. I was really surprised by how effective this movie was. I thought Mark Wahlberg and Reese Witherspoon were so effective as this couple, and the way that he is able to smooth talk her and kind of get her confidence and seem like
her,
such
but
a
not
nice
the
guy.
father. Roger,
and,
not the
William
family.
Petersen, the scene between Wahlberg and Petersen outside the school, when the two men are threatening each other, that was really riveting, because that young creep had a way to really get underneath the older man's skin. He really knew how to stick it in and twist it, and I felt that this movie was surprisingly suspenseful and also psychologically very much on target.
No, I don't think it's on target, Roger, because I don't think, first of all, it doesn't get difficult to get a father anxious about his daughter. You don't have to be clever to do that.
But think of the frustration when you can't get your daughter to believe that this guy that she's in love with might be dangerous. That's such a universal feeling.
Well, Roger, how about a sit-down sequence where they talk it out? I mean, there isn't that
picture.
They
did try to do that. There was a lot of good dialogue in this movie. I was surprised how well
I think it was so obvious that this guy was a phony to the father at the very least.
Yeah, but of course it's always obvious to the father, and it's never obvious to the daughter. That's the whole point.
And did you like the conclusion? The third act? You didn't think that was just run through?
Part of it was movie making, and part of it, as a matter of fact, was plausible, believe it or not.
Oh, including the house, the fortress-like house? I mean, that's...
Sure, because he's an architect, and he's built this house out in the woods, and he wants it to be.
Entering the fortress, it's a traditional movie cliche.
Back, Michael Imperioli and Oscar winner Mira Sorvino in Sweet Nothing.